What's up YouTube? K-Reese here. Tonight we're going to be replacing the HID bulbs that are in your Honda S2000. And these are the low beam bulbs. The part number, your bulb number is D2S. So these are the low beam bulbs, 6K. Alright, and this is for the low beam bulbs on your S2000. You have low xenon and you have high beam halogen. They're two separate bulbs. So these are your HIDs that you have. They're D2S is the number. So what I have went with, as you can see here, if you've seen my other video, I installed a Kinson HID kit on my F-150, and so far they've worked flawlessly, have not had any problems. So I have come to trust Kinson. They're a little more expensive than just the standard ones you see. Like you can look on eBay and you can find two HID bulbs for your S2000 for $8 or $11. I'm just not too sure about those. What happened with mine is I have the one on the driver's side has burnt out, so it needed to be replaced. So I'm going to go ahead and replace both of them. And I like the 6K. If you've seen my other video, this super white light with a hint of blue, but it's not blue where it doesn't put out that much light like an 8K. 6K is about your brightest light output before you start losing actual light output, because the K is Kelvin. That's just the temperature of the light, and the brighter it is, the more Kelvin does not necessarily mean that it is brighter. It's just a different color. So these are your HIDs here. So we're gonna go ahead, go outside, and go ahead and put these bad boys in. I'll show y'all how to do it. Like I was saying, the bulbs that you can get for super cheap on eBay, $8 or $11. These were actually about $31. And these bulbs here, as you can see, I purchased these on Amazon for $25. And with the shipping with Amazon, it came out to be about $31 or some change. But I mean, like I said, eBay, Amazon, if you look, you can find some super cheap ones. S2000 low beam, you can find some super cheap ones on here for $8 or $11, and I just don't trust that kind of bulb. Alright, so to show y'all what's going on, and also for some comparison, I have turned on my low beams. You can see here we have our low beam HID. Over here we have nothing, and this is kind of the color temperature of that light. If y'all can see that, so we will be replacing that with the Kinson 6K 35 watt. Alright, so if you come over to your S2000 and you look up here, you can see, like I said, mine has been lowered. So the trim that is inside here has been removed previously because the tire will not fit. So on your vehicle you have an inside fender that you'll have to remove, and you can see there's some clips here and some screw holes where the existing one used to be. So you're going to need to remove that, and it's probably a mix of some bolts and some pop-in screws. It should not be too hard to replace. But if you can see here, that is our HID unit. If you can look and see in there, what we're going to have to do is go ahead and jack this vehicle up, get it up in the air, and go ahead and remove this tire and wheel to access that. And always make sure I have my parking brake set, as you can see here. Also, you want to chock the back wheels, put some bricks or something back there so the car does not roll back. Make sure it's safe. Make sure that you do not just support it on a jack, that you use jack stands and before you get up under the vehicle. And to remove these, as you can see for mine, I have a special key that fits on. As you can see right here, it's the only way that you can get these lug nuts off. You can use a wrench for this, for that tool, you know, one of the T-handle, cross wrench, or this Ingersoll Rand Thunder Gun works nicely. Them Bilsteins though. Alright, so is it Bilstein or Bilstein? Y'all let me know. I've always called it Bilstein. And you can see we have a warning here to not remove the cover. 25,000 volts can kill. So what you have here is your HID. The bulb and the ballast is inside of this. So to remove this cover, you see there's a screw here, but it's got a safety in the middle. It's a special screw. There's two ways of getting that off. You can take a file or a hacksaw blade and just cut a slit in it and use a flathead to remove it. Or what I'm going to do is take some vice grips and put on there, unscrew that, and you can see you have open and lock here on this cover. Turn it to the left counterclockwise. It'll go ahead and unlock it, and we can go ahead and remove that bulb. Alright, so you can see I've used some vice grips here. We've just loosened the screw up. We got this screw out. Now that we have the screw out, we can go ahead, turn this cover. Probably take two hands, but you just turn this cover counterclockwise, and we can go ahead and remove it. Alright, so it just took two hands. You just take this cover, turn it this way, and it comes out. And you see in here, take this off. Alright, that's our HID bulb right there, and we're going to squeeze those two clips up there together and get our bulb out. And y'all may or may not have noticed, but I have unscrewed some of these plugs here, our turn signals and parking light indicator, which that's actually an LED right there for here. I thought that was pretty cool. Turn signal. I went ahead and disconnected some of these just so I could have some more room here to work with. Went ahead and took this piece here, pulled the wires where they clip into there out, and I just moved some stuff out of the way to get a little more room in here. Alright, so as you can see here, if you look at the back of this, you can see it says lock, and it has an arrow facing that way, so to unlock is the opposite. When it's on, you can see where these grooves are. Fits on, pops in, and it turns and locks. So to remove it, all I did is turn it this way, remove it and set it out of the way, and now you can access your bulb here that you can see clearly. In here you have those two clips that you squeeze, okay, and that'll take the tension off. They come out and this way, and if you can see, it takes the tension off of the bulb here. So I'll do that real carefully for y'all to see. It slips up past this groove, and now you can see here's your HID bulb. And what you want to be careful about, y'all, is you want to be very careful. Yeah, see, that's already, you can see the inside here is toast. The discoloration on the bulb, this one's bad. Probably it doesn't look like anybody's really ever been in here and messed with this, so it could very well be the original bulb. It's hard to believe, but this is a Philips Germany D2S. Yeah, this looks like maybe a factory bulb, but it's no good. What you want to be careful of, and that's one of the reasons I'm wearing gloves here. One is because it's dirty, and two is because you don't ever want to touch this with the oil on your skin, because when it gets on a bulb like this, or either a halogen bulb, it can cause it to burn out faster than it normally would. So you could very well plug it in and have immediate blowout, because the oil, when the bulb heats up, the oil from your fingers. So never touch it. Even I have gloves on, I'm still not going to touch it. But now we're going to go ahead and install our new bulb. Alright, so our old bulb over here on the left, our new Kinson over here on the right. And you can tell the difference in that glass tube, the discoloration compared to the new one. Alright, so the new bulb is in. Very easy installation. All you do is line those two tabs up. You can see this tab up at the top. You just line it up in there like that. Pop your clips back on. Same as I showed you how to take it out, and it's in there very firm and secure. So now we're gonna plug this in, put power to it, and make sure it's working. Alright, so this is what we got, what y'all all been waiting for. Over here on this side, the driver's side that we replaced, that's the Kinson 6K 35 watt. Over here on the passenger side, we have the factory Philips HID, and I want to say, you can, it may be hard for the camera to pick up, but I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing with my naked eye is that the one on the driver's side has got a little bit more of a bluish tint to it compared to the one on the passenger side. It looks a little more whiter, which that's around probably the next one they sell, which is factory in most luxury cars, is about 5,300K. 5,000K, so that's about where this one is over here. So, and these are projector HID projectors. So here's our new one, super bright. I like it. Looks just like my pickup truck. So we're gonna go ahead, reinstall everything, and move to the passenger side. Alright, when I'm done, I like to come back behind, check everything, make sure that everything's working. As you can see here, high beams are working, low beam, HID's working. We got our turn signal up top and our little LED, which I put an LED in mine, but your indicator light, parking light down at the bottom. Alright guys, we're on the passenger side now. Like I said, very easy to do. These screw in, turn out a quarter of a turn. Take these out, pop this clip right here off. We'll take that screw out, pull the cover off, same as the other side. And then I'm gonna show them to you when we get it done, and we'll check them out. Take them down the road, see how they look. Alright, so here we go. This is both of the Kinson 6K 35 watt HIDs in, low beam on the S2000. I think they look pretty darn good myself. We'll take them down the road, y'all, and see what kind of light output we can get out of them. Alright guys, so we're heading down the road here, just cruising along. This is the Kinson 6K HIDs, high beam halogens. You can see that. Pretty good light output out of this car. I'm pretty happy with it. These are our HIDs. I'm K Reese. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.